In today's class, we are solving the problem based on the divergent and the curl. So let me take one example. If f vector equal to nebula of x y cube z square, find divergent of f vector and curl of f vector at 1 comma minus 1 comma plus 1. We can observe that xy cube z square, this is a scalar quantity. So let me define it as phi equal to xy cube z square. Now our f vector will becomes nebula phi. We know that nebula phi definition is dou phi by dou xi plus dou phi by dou yj plus dou phi by dou z. We have to differentiate the phi partially with respect to x, with respect to y, and with respect to z. So let me substitute first, or else you can differentiate the phi with respect to x. Individually also you can do, or else directly you could have differentiate the phi with respect to x partially. Similarly, dou phi by dou y also you can find out, and dou phi by dou z. Let me differentiate this with respect to x, partially treating y and z as a constant. So the differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. So we were getting as y cube z square into I, and dou phi by dou y we have to treat now x and z as a constant. The differentiation of y cube is 3y square. So we have x into z square into j plus dou phi by dou z. Now you have to treat x and y as a constant. The differentiation of z square is 2z. So constant is x into z cube into what? K. So now this is our f vector. Now we have to find out divergent of f vector. How we are representing the divergent in the symbolical, represented as divergent as nebula dot f vector. So nebula definition is dou by dou x I plus dou by dou yj plus dou by dou zk dot product with f vector y cube z square I plus 3xy square z square j plus 2xy cube z. Okay. So when we are taken the dot product of the same unit vector, the value will be 1. The remaining of dot product of unit vector, example I dot j, that will be 0. Meanwhile, j dot k, those dot product value will be 0. So now let me take the dot product, and simultaneously we are going to differentiate y cube z square with respect to x, partially treating y as a constant. So it is what? 0, right? Plus you have to differentiate 3x y square z square with respect to y, and treating x and z as a constant, we were getting a 6x y z square. Plus now you have to differentiate this dou by dou z of what? 2x y cube z. uh, z with respect to z, if you differentiate, what is this value will becomes 1, right? So plus 2 into x into y cube. Okay. And now at the point, you have to find out at the point of 1 comma minus 1 comma 1. So divergent of f vector, substitute the values. 6 into x is 1, y is minus 1, z is 1, plus 2 into x is 1, y is minus 1 whole cube. So simplify this. Minus 6 minus 2 equal to what? Minus 8. So this is what? Divergent of f vector. Same thing, we have to find out the curl of f vector. The symbolical representation of the curl is nebula cross, and given the force, it is f vector. It will be the determinant I, j, k, and the coefficient of I, j, k in the nebula is what? Dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and the f vector, which we have the I coefficient and the j coefficient and k coefficient as this one, right? So let me substitute that. Y cube z square, 3xy square z square, 2xy cube z. Okay. Expand this determinant. So delete the first column and the first row. You are getting the 2 cross 2 determinant. So expand the 2 cross 2 determinant as I into the differentiation of 2y cube z with respect to y is what? 6xy square z minus differentiate 3xy square z square with respect to z. So with respect to z means we have a z square. So 2z. So 2 into 3 is 6. So we are getting 6xy square z. Similarly, minus j of, now you have to delete the first row and the what? Second column. We are getting 2 cross 2 determinant. Expand this 2 cross 2 determinant. We have to differentiate 2xy cube z with respect to x. So it is 2 y cube z minus dou by dou z of y cube z square. If you differentiate with respect to z, we are getting as what? 2 into y cube z. Same way, plus k into, you have to delete the first row and the third column. So we are getting 2 cross 2 determinant. You have to expand the 2 cross 2 determinant. We are getting as what? 3y square z square minus what? Differentiate this. We are getting as what? 3y square z square. Okay. We have opposite sign of the respective terms. So cancel it. And we are getting the curl of f vector as what? 0. We are not having any xyz to substitute at the point what they are given the point. So therefore the curl of f vector is what? 0.